1. Abundant. Available in large quantities, more than enough. The region is abundant in natural resources. 2. Acknowledge. Accept or admit the existence or truth of. She acknowledged the applause with a smile. 3. Adversity. Difficulties, misfortune. She showed great courage in the face of adversity. 4. Advocate. Publicly recommend or support, a person who publicly supports a cause. He is a strong advocate for human rights. 5. Affluent. Having a great deal of money, wealthy. The city's affluent residents often shop in luxury stores. 6. Aggregate. A whole formed by combining several separate elements to form into a whole. The aggregate score was 2-1 to our team. 7. Allocate. Distribute resources or duties for a particular purpose. We need to allocate funds for the new project. 8. Ambiguous. Open to more than one interpretation, unclear. His reply was rather ambiguous. 9. Analyze or analyze. Examine something methodically and in detail. We need to analyze the data carefully. 10. Anticipate. Regard as probable, expect or predict. We don't anticipate any problems. 11. Apprehend. Arrest someone for a crime, understand or perceive. The police apprehended the suspect near the crime scene. 12. Aptitude. A natural ability to do something. He showed a natural aptitude for learning languages. 13. Arbitrary. Based on random choice or personal whim. The decision seemed arbitrary and unfair. 14. Ascertain. Find something out for certain, make sure of. We need to ascertain the facts before making a judgment. 15. Assert. State a fact or belief confidently and forcefully. She asserted her independence from her parents. 16. Assess. Evaluate or estimate the nature, ability, or quality of. The damage caused by the storm was difficult to assess. 17. Assume. Take on, power or responsibility, supposed to be the case. Don't assume that everyone knows the rules. 18. Attain. Achieve or obtain, a goal, aim, or ambition. She worked hard to attain her goals. 19. Attribute. Regard something as being caused by a quality or feature. He attributed his success to hard work. 20. Augment. Make something greater by adding to it, increase. She took a second job to augment her income. 21. Bolster. Support or strengthen. The new evidence helped to bolster his argument. 22. Captivate. Attract and hold the attention of, enthrall. Her singing performance captivated the entire audience. 23. Cater. Provide food and drink for an event, provide with what is needed. The restaurant tries to cater to all tastes. 24. Coerce. Persuade an unwilling person to do something by using force. He was coerced into signing the confession. 25. Coherent. Logical and consistent, able to be understood. She presented a coherent argument. 26. Coincide. Occur at the same time. His birthday coincides with a national holiday. 27. Commence. Begin, start. The ceremony will commence at 9 a.m. 28. Compel. force or oblige someone to do something. The law will compel employers to provide health insurance. 29. Compensate. Give someone something, typically money, in recognition of loss. The company offered to compensate customers for the inconvenience. 30. Compile. Produce a list, book, by assembling information. She helped me compile a list of useful websites. 31. Complement. A thing that completes or brings to perfection, to add to something else in a way that improves it. The wine perfectly complements the meal. 32. Comprise. Consist of. Be made up of. The team comprises 10 members. 33. Conceive. Form or devise, a plan or idea, in the mind. He conceived the idea of an online university. 34. Concur. Agree with. I concur with your assessment of the situation. 35. Conducive. Making a certain situation or outcome likely or possible. The quiet environment is conducive to studying. 36. Confine. Keep or restrict someone or something within certain limits. He was confined to a wheelchair after the accident. 37. Conform. Comply with rules, standards, or laws. Students are expected to conform to the school rules. 38. Constitute. Be a part of a whole, form or make up. These changes constitute a major improvement. 39. Constrain. Compel or force someone toward a particular course of action, restrict. The lack of funds will constrain our ability to expand. 40. Contemplate. Look thoughtfully for a long time at, think profoundly about. She contemplated the meaning of life. 41. Contend. Assert something as a position in an argument, struggle to surmount a difficulty. He contends that the new policy is unfair. 42. Contingent. Subject to change, dependent on or conditioned by something else. Payment is contingent upon satisfactory completion of the work. 43. Contradict. Deny the truth of a statement by asserting the opposite. His statements often contradict each other. 44. Convene. Come or bring together for a meeting or activity, assemble. The committee will convene next Tuesday. 45. Converge. Tend to meet at a point. The two roads converge just before the bridge. 46. Correlate. Have a mutual relationship or connection. Stress levels often correlate with workload. 47. Corroborate. Confirm or give support to a statement, theory, or finding. The witness's story was corroborated by the evidence. 48. Crucial. Extremely important. It is crucial that we act immediately. 49. Culminate. Reach a climax or point of highest development. The protests culminated in a major demonstration. 50. Decline. Typically of something good, become smaller, polite, refuse. She declined the offer to join the committee. 51. Deduce. Arrive at a fact or a conclusion by reasoning. From the evidence, we can deduce that he was involved. 52. Deficient. Not having enough of a specified quality or ingredient, insufficient. The diet was deficient in essential vitamins. 53. Delegate. Entrust a task or responsibility, to another person, a person authorized to represent others. You should delegate more tasks to your team. 54. Demise. A person's death, the end or failure of an enterprise. The demise of the company was unexpected. 55. Depict. Represent by a drawing, painting, or other art form, portray. The painting depicts a scene from ancient mythology. 56. Derive. Obtain something from a specified source. Many English words are derived from Latin. 57. Detrimental. Tending to cause harm. Smoking is detrimental to your health. 58. Deviate. Depart from an established course or accepted standard. He refused to deviate from his principles. 59. Dilemma. A situation in which a difficult choice has to be made. She was faced with a difficult dilemma. 60. Discrepancy. A lack of compatibility or similarity between two or more facts. There was a discrepancy between the two reports. 61. Disseminate. Spread or disperse something, especially information, widely. The organization aims to disseminate information about the disease. 62. Diverge. Of a road, line, or idea, separate from another route or thing and go in a different direction. Their opinions began to diverge. 63. Diverse. Showing a great deal of variety, very different. The city has a diverse population. 64. Elicit. Evoke or draw out a response, answer, or fact from someone. Her questions failed to elicit a response from him. 65. Embrace. Accept or support a belief, theory, or change, willingly, hold someone closely. We need to embrace new technologies. 66. Eminent. Of a person, famous and respected within a particular sphere. He is an eminent scholar in his field. 67. Empirical. Based on, concerned with, or verifiable by observation or experience. There is no empirical evidence to support his claims. 68. Endorse. Declare one's public approval or support of. Many celebrities endorse this brand. 69. Enhance. Intensify, increase, or further improve the quality, value, or extent of. These features will enhance the user experience. 70. Envisage. Form a mental picture of something not yet existing or known. Contemplate as a possibility. It's hard to envisage a world without plastic. 71. Equitable. Fair and impartial. We seek an equitable solution for all parties involved. 72. Erode. Gradually wear away, gradually destroy or be destroyed. The constant criticism began to erode her confidence. 73. Evoke. Bring or recall to the conscious mind. The old photographs evoked many memories. 74. Exacerbate. Make a problem, bad situation, or negative feeling worse. The new policy will only exacerbate the problem. 75. Exemplify. Be a typical example of. Illustrate by giving an example. His dedication exemplifies the team spirit. 76. Exhibit. Publicly display a quality or a type of behavior. He did not exhibit any signs of fear. 77. Expenditure. The action of spending funds, the total amount of money spent. The government's expenditure on healthcare has increased. 78. Explicit. Stated clearly and in detail, leaving no room for confusion or doubt. He gave me explicit instructions. 79. Exploit. Make full use of and derive benefit from a resource, use, a person or situation, in an unfair way. The company was accused of exploiting its workers. 80. Facilitate. Make an action or process easy or easier. The new software will facilitate better communication. 81. Feasible. Possible to do easily or conveniently. It's a challenging but feasible plan. 82. Fluctuate. Rise and fall irregularly in number or amount. The temperature can fluctuate greatly during the day. 83. Foster. Encourage or promote the development of something good. We aim to foster a sense of community. 84. Formulate. Create or devise methodically a strategy or a proposal. They need to formulate a new strategy. 85. Generate. Produce or create. The new power plant will generate electricity for the region. 86. Hinder. Create difficulties for someone or something, resulting in delay or obstruction. Lack of funds will hinder our progress. 87. Hypothesize or hypothesize. Put forward a hypothesis. Scientists hypothesize that the universe is expanding. 88. Implicit. Implied though not plainly expressed, absolute and unquestioning. Her silence was an implicit agreement. 89. Impose. Force, an unwelcome decision or policy, on someone. The government will impose new taxes. 90. Incentive. A thing that motivates or encourages someone to do something. The company offered a financial incentive to its employees. 91. Incorporate. Take in or contain something as part of a whole, include. We will incorporate your suggestions into the plan. 92. Indigenous. Originating or occurring naturally in a particular place, native. The kangaroo is an indigenous animal to Australia. 93. Induce. Succeed in persuading or influencing someone to do something, bring about. The drug is used to induce sleep. 94. Inherent. Existing in something as a permanent, essential, or characteristic attribute. The desire for freedom is inherent in human nature. 95. Initiate. Cause something to begin. The company decided to initiate a new training program. 96. Innovate. Make changes in something established, especially by introducing new methods, ideas, or products. Companies must innovate to stay competitive. 97. Integral. Necessary to make a whole complete, essential or fundamental. Technology is an integral part of modern life. 98. Integrate. Combine one thing with another so that they become a whole. We need to integrate the new system with the old one. 99. Intervene. Come between disputing people or groups, interfere. The government had to intervene to prevent a crisis. 100. Intrinsic. Belonging naturally, essential. The intrinsic. 101. Justify. Show or prove to be right or reasonable. Can you justify your decision to leave the company? 102. legitimate. Conforming to laws or rules, able to be defended with logic or justification. That's a perfectly legitimate question. 103. Manipulate. Handle or control, a tool, mechanism, etc., skillfully. Control or influence, a person or situation, unfairly. He was accused of trying to manipulate the election results. 104. Mediate. Intervene between people in a dispute to bring about an agreement. The UN tried to mediate a peace agreement. 105. Meticulous. Showing great attention to detail, very careful and precise. She is a meticulous researcher. 106. Mitigate. Make less severe, serious, or painful. We need to find ways to mitigate the risks. 107. Modify. Make partial or minor changes to something. They had to modify the design to fit the new requirements. 108. Navigate. Plan and direct the route, find one's way. It's difficult to navigate through the city's crowded streets. 109. Negate. Nullify, make ineffective, deny the existence of. The bad weather negated our plans for the picnic. 110. Objective. Not influenced by personal feelings or opinions, a goal. It's important to remain objective when evaluating candidates. 111. Obscure. Not discovered or known about, uncertain, to make unclear. His reasons for leaving remain obscure. 112. Omit. Leave out or exclude, someone or something. Please omit any irrelevant details. 113. Orient. Align or position, something, adapt to new surroundings. New students need time to orient themselves to university life. 114. Overcome. Succeed in dealing with a problem or difficulty. She managed to overcome her fear of public speaking. 115. Paradigm. A typical example or pattern of something, a model. The Internet has created a new paradigm for communication. 116. Perceive. Become aware or conscious of something, come to realize or understand. He was perceived as a very intelligent student. 117. Pervasive. Spreading widely throughout an area or a group of people. The influence of social media is pervasive in modern society. 118. Plausible. Of an argument or statement, seeming reasonable or probable. Her explanation seemed plausible. 119. Ponder. Think about something carefully, especially before making a decision. She pondered the implications of her decision. 120. Precede. Come before something, in time. A brief introduction will precede the main presentation. 121. Preclude. Prevent from happening, make impossible. His injury will preclude him from playing in the final. 122. Predominant. Present as the strongest or main element, most common or important. The predominant color in the painting is blue. 123. Prescribe. Advise and authorize the use of a medicine, lay down a rule. The doctor prescribed some antibiotics. 124. Presume. Suppose that something is true, without proof. I presume you've already heard the news. 125. Prevail. Prove more powerful or superior, be widespread. Justice will 126. Proficient. Competent or skilled in doing or using something. She is highly proficient in several programming languages. 127. Profound. Of a state, quality, or emotion, very great or intense, having great insight. His speech had a profound impact on the audience. 128. Promote. Further the progress of something, elevate to a higher position. We need to promote healthy eating habits. 129. Proponent. A person who advocates a theory, proposal, or course of action. He is a strong proponent of renewable energy. 130. Proximity. Nearness in space, time, or relationship. The school's proximity to the park is a bonus. 131. Quantify. Express or measure the quantity of. It's difficult to quantify the impact of social media. 132. Rationale. The underlying reason, the logical basis for a course of action. He explained the rationale behind his decision. 133. Reiterate. Say something again or a number of times for emphasis or clarity. Let me reiterate my main point. 134. Relevant. Closely connected or appropriate to the matter at hand. Please stick to the relevant facts. 135. Reluctant. Unwilling and hesitant, disinclined. She was reluctant to accept the offer. 136. Render. Provide or give, a service, help, etc., cause to be or become. The accident rendered him unconscious. 137. Resilience. The capacity to recover quickly from difficulties. The community showed great resilience after the earthquake. 138. Resolve. Settle or find a solution to a problem, firm determination. We need to resolve this conflict quickly. 139. Retain. Continue to have something, keep possession of. She managed to retain her sense of humor despite the difficulties. 140. Retrieve. Get or bring something back from somewhere. I need to retrieve my files from the old computer. 141. Scrutinize. Examine or inspect closely and thoroughly. The detective scrutinized the crime scene for clues. 142. Spontaneous. Occurring as a result of a sudden inner impulse. The audience burst into spontaneous applause. 143. Subsequent. Coming after something in time, following. The original decision was modified by subsequent events. 144. Substantial. Of considerable importance, size, or worth. They made a substantial investment in the company. 145. Sufficient. Enough, adequate. We have sufficient funds for the project. 146. Surpass. Exceed, be greater than. His performance surpassed all expectations. 147. Sustainable. Able to be maintained, causing little or no damage to the environment. We need to find sustainable solutions to climate change. 148. Tangible. Perceptible by touch, clear and definite, real. The results of the project are not yet tangible. 149. Undergo. Experience or be subjected to something, typically unpleasant. He had to undergo surgery for his injury. 150. Undermine. Lessen the effectiveness, power, or ability of, especially gradually. Constant criticism will undermine his confidence.